selling crack round there, they're running on a Guile Street, Union Street, everything, mate. They're running about, see one day, I stood and watched the police fucking pull a homeless man up, right? Search him, the guy didn't do nothing at the Bank of Scotland. They pulled 2 asylum seekers up, man, and found me. Pulled all sorts of drug money and I put back in their pocket and sent them on their way.
And that's asylum seekers you're claiming.
Somali, man, mate. I've seen it happen doing homie, mate. I've been on the streets since I was 15 and a half. I don't deal with the police because of the people I deal with.
Yeah.
But see this shit, mate, it needs to get out there, you know what I mean?
So you're saying, claiming that Somalians are selling the crack and
the Somalians, everything, mate. See that shop round there, the Denny Macintosh one, the big boss can't see all hang about here, and I think it's complicit to do with it.
right.
And there's that one round there to see the Bank of Scotland, see the wee Scottish shop, and they've started buying them. They're fucking laundering all their money. Just go round and talk to them, mate, man, and put the camera right in front of their faces.
So would you say in your experience, have you seen a change in the drug activity and the drug dealing?
Fucking unreal, they chase you along the street, man, know what I mean?
And who's that is chasing you along the
asylum
street?
seekers, know what I mean? Every one of them, know what I mean? And I seen that thing on the telly, Panorama done the other night. A Muslim guy got to date and then sat and growling at a woman with the day all the time. Fucking sitting at these cafes, know what I mean? Sitting up pure poking eyes at women and all that. It's unreal, mate. It's the asylum seekers, it's a problem in this.
So you feel that's what you feel like in claiming that's certain drugs today in the city centre?
My granny brought me up, man, but I told
I know
you know me well, mate. Fucking, I'm a man in my word, I don't lie, mate. Only people I like is the scumbag government fucking the ballers, because they don't do nothing for us anyway.
Yeah, right.
Do you see the thing about Charing Cross and that last night? Fucking standing like that, looking up a woman's skirt and on the handcuffs and that, fucking. Then now the asylum seekers are coming out saying they're racist towards them. Fuck him, know what I mean? What about a woman? A woman get raped, mate, know what I mean? They were standing in the cop shop. How do you know it wasn't her fault? She was fucking pregnant, I know.
What? And is this a woman that's pregnant, homeless?
No, I don't know. It was down to see Charing Cross.
Right.
I watched on the news and see me. I'm getting pure butchered around there with everything, man, and nobody's doing that. It's a bit time you boys go on the street and done this.
Aye, well, we've been here a bit.
I didn't know. I should have stopped. I clocked your face. I know that big boy.
Yeah. So what's the worst thing then you've seen? Is that what you're saying?
No, mate. See, like you must know all David. Folks about his skin. It's a silly fan of ours. Ask him, mate. They broke his legs. These cunts.
Who was it?
The asylum seekers, mate.
Right.
They're all selling drugs in here and walking about Butterwood and the melting.
So they broke the old boy's legs, did they?
Mate, I was lying down at Poundland for about 2 weeks. He didn't go to hospital. They fractured his knee and everything, mate.
That's
unreal, mate. It's a fucking joke.
And so was that today with drug debt?
The old guy didn't know him, mate. Because they'll not buy half you, mate. They'll fucking run up and get in your face.
Aye.
You walk down, mate. You see where the way you're looking at, and if you took that guy away and told him it's not they'd run there and chase you.
Aye, so
you'll get them right in, mate. You'll get them a peach.
It's like I was talking to a boy, he said it's as if they're distilling fear into you, as if they're
overcrowding, mate. They get right in you and see all the young mob that jump about with them, all these daft young boys, man. This guy did wee dafties, I call them. They're all jumping about with them, think they're gangsters. Same as running about the town stabbing cunts and all that.
Yeah.
Wary fuckers. No, I mean, it's a bit time to get out there, mate, and say that about it.
Definitely.
And I was glad to meet you. I need to go,
I was glad to meet you as well.
Thank you for doing it,
man, right?
You look good.
He's bricked this lane just up here. It's a wee bit wet today, but at times that doesn't stop. So as I was saying, people will come up here.
You're saying people come here?
Yeah.
And they scrape bricks.
Yes.
To make what looks like heroin.
Yes. I'll show you exactly what I mean. It's one of the things that we always like to highlight when we're out with people. Is this bit up here? It really is a health issue, you know, and we've highlighted it loads of times. We actually thought by now this might have something near it, but a bit of protection. So as you can see, it's all busted up here, right? It's all busted there, so I can get some here. put it in my hand there, and that represents heroin there, you know. So some add a bag into a wrap, then they'll sell it to some unsuspected addict as heroin. Now, the big danger as well, some people that buy £20 worth of heroin, they come with a £20 bag of heroin and they'll mix brick dust in with it. Now that will still break down the spoon, you know. So when some unsuspected addict is putting that into their veins, the health issues with it is unbelievable, you know. We know a couple of boys that's lost arms through this brick dust, you know. So very dangerous and very potent, but this is where a lot of people will come to do that activity. And as you can see, you know, that's where people get stuck right in and bust it all up, you know, and get right underneath. And that is, you know, as you can see, we've got a lane here, man, and that's like a nice club there, and that's a dancing at the weekend, and this lane is held its fair share of people overdosing in this lane, people hitting up in this lane, smoking crack cocaine in this lane, people dying here, you know. But life continues on, you know, and that's the sad thing about this lane, because there's so much fun happening in this lane, but there's so much sadness happening in this lane as well at the same time, which is pretty sad, you know. And that's all we've got to do to the streets, is shine that light on all these things and highlight that, to better help and serve the still suffering human being. Man, it's quite good. Use the water.
I mean, I've never seen so many syringes in one place.
Yeah, so this is where your still suffering soul will come to inject heroin, to smoke crack cocaine, to inject cocaine, you know, and this is where it all lies. Then further up, Max, you know, if you want to go further up, you'll just see, you know,
mind your feet, Max.
You can get anything for 10 to 15 people, maybe more, all lined up along here. And as you can see, Max, the trail goes all the way up. And this man for the Scottish Government had a cheek to say this was lies. You know what? Where does that thinking come from? And there you go, there's a sin bin. Here's a sin bin. There's a couple of needles. I think there's only one or two.
What is that?
That's a sin bin. This is what the services will give an intravenous drug user. So the idea is, give them this and they'll discard their needles into it. But as you can hear, there's only about, my experience tells me there's one needle in there, John?
Aye.
And you can see the amount of needles there. So it's no serving its purpose. It's a waste of money and it's a waste of time getting these out. What we need is the big bins, you know, like the ones that they've done up at Morrison's and things like that. But still, most addicts that use in places like this, they're not taking the responsibility to discard their needles. They're taking their hits, then they're going straight out to acquire their next hits. And that's the brutal reality of addiction in Glasgow City Centre.
So if I'm an addict,
yeah,
and I go to the safe site, they give me needles.
They give you needles.
And then I can come here and...
Then you can come here and inject, you know.
Bearing in mind, the safe consumption room's only 5 minutes across the road.
Yeah.
And look at the paraphernalia here.
And yet people still come here and use. And this is one site that we've reported on, Max, 17 times now. They've cleaned up the other sites, one up at Morrison's car park, the big supermarket. That's been cleaned up. Wonder why, you know. But this bit, and then underneath the Glasgow Central Station Bridge, they cleaned that bit up. But these bits, still nothing. These bits are, as you say, Max, right on city centre of Glasgow. And this is the bits that people like yourself don't get to see, Max, you know. But the suffering and the death is happening right here within these wooded areas. See the wee seats, so people will use that as a seat to sit down on. And you can see, right, and you've got some of your most desperate drug addicts in there using. And when they all walk out of there, they're walking out without drugs. They're walking out without money. And right there is all these camper vans and unsuspected tourists. So again, Glasgow Services, you need to really highlight and make these places, put awareness on these places so the tourists that are coming into Scotland with their families to set up camp in the car parks, and these people have got not a clue of what's going on behind them, feet behind them. So do you not think to be respectful to our beautiful tourists who are coming into Scotland to put awareness up about these places and where they're camping? It's very dangerous. Thank you.
I know. There's these campers. And this is what you've got.
Bit of an eye-opener, eh, Max? Basic there is basically getting your money together so you can take care of your addiction, your rattling. Now, these are two boys there, that's two asylum seekers there. They're well-known faces for coming about talking to the boys that's there. They're carrying drugs around. So there they go, there's the is happening right in front, you know.
Those two guys.
Yeah, so that's happening there, right? So that's just, as I was saying, you come in here at the weekend, it's all different cultures selling drugs, you know. So at the end of the day, that's it there. It's happening, you know, all the friendly talk, like boom, 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 boom. So that's it there in front of your eyes.
So they come out here and then they try to find.
Yeah, they come out here. So that was me sitting down there. The new they would be like coming out and saying, right, look, we've got crack, we've got kit, we've got green, which is weed, you know. We've got air, but they're coming across and sort of acting like a couple of tourists. And they're no, a couple of drug dealers, man, going out preying on the vulnerable to get their drugs. So, and that's just one among many. You know, so that's it there, in front of your eyes. So if anybody who's to say, nah, they're just, well, there you go, right in front. You alright, my man? So. So you know, that's not happening.
Do you think we could talk to him?
Yeah.
Well, he might know what to go on camera and saying and that. I mean, because he is. I mean, the other boy we were talking to earlier, he's no, as you heard Tim saying, he's more or less just messing about with weed and that, you know. But this guy sitting down there panhandling, he's messing about with narcotics, you know, so he can come in out of town where this boy's in the town, he's sleeping here, he's in here 24/7, so it's more dangerous for him to go on camera and say what he just experienced there. You wait to get accommodated, bro. It's alright.
You're right, going on camera, mate. Aye, there you go.
Right, brilliant. I'm Francis.
I'm Jordan.
Jordan, pleased to meet you, my brother, right?
Right, mate.
Brace. So, how are you feeling here? And you're just a wee drug addict on the streets. And that is the way, unfortunately, most of these guys, some of these guys are taller than me, Max, man, they're like that. You know, and when them bending there to a wee suffering addict on the town, buy my drugs. It's like, there you go, and you heard them talking about the old boy that got his legs broke. You know, that's what's happening in this city centre today, Max. And if anybody wants to say different, they're a liar. You know, really, any of these parliament men like your Neil Gray and things like that, you know, he's the liar. And we've already proven him a liar when they try to call us one.
It's definitely easy to see.
So who does your audience sit then in America, Max? What type of people watch and follow you?
Kind of, real quick, before I answer that, can I just say one thing? Okay, so we're just off the city center. We got, what's that? The McLaren, the Porsche, the Rovers. Where are we?
We're in a car park and we're just off Mitchell Lane here in the NCP car park, Max. And this is a car park that will get used frequently. People come in here and skipper, which is sleeping rough, because for some reason the stairwells in the car parks are always heated. So some people will come here out the cold into the warmth, but also to use. So, you know, somebody going to get their sports car at the car park could pass by somebody suffering an addiction, you know, which is in most cases here in the car parks. And, you know, they've done great stuff with putting security into the car parks, the boys that walk about with the camera things, similar wee camera to yours attached to their uniform. And some of them are good because I came across some of these people in my addiction and they weren't boisterous, they weren't bullying anybody, they'd actually ask if you were all right. Look, no here to harass you, I don't need to ask you to move on, but you all right, or no, you stable. They'd be nice to you, you know.